guys, welcome to the DMX Show. I'm your host Shane, and today I wanted to show you guys how to recover your phone if you've bricked it, if it's in a boot loop, or if you just want to restore it to factory settings so that you can take it back to Verizon Wireless for a hardware replacement if it's still under warranty or whatever. You obviously don't want to be running a custom ROM, and you don't want your phone to be rooted. So to remove root or any root applications, you can also flash the FXZ file. Fastboot and FXZ are similar to what we used to run on the Droid X, the SBF file, as in it is flashed through RSD Lite, and it's pretty simple. One thing I want to note, the first time I flashed this on my phone, it did fail on me twice. It's because the USB port that I was using, the voltage was not coming through properly, so I just moved my USB cord to another port and tried it again until I got it to work. So on the third try it worked. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. First of all, you want to go to the link in the description and install the Motorola drivers, and also install RSD Lite 5.5. Make sure that you do update to RSD Lite 5.5, and then go to also that link in the description and download the full FXZ file. That's what we're going to use to unbrick our phone and set it back to factory settings. So you can do this one of two ways. You can flash it while your phone is on. All it needs to be is turned on if you're going to flash it to reset it to factory settings. And then if your phone is bricked, you need to boot into fastboot mode. So the way that you're going to do that is you're going to pull out the battery and replace the battery. Then you're going to hold down the volume down button and the power button at the same time. And let go, and now you're in fastboot. Once you're in fastboot, you'll want to go ahead and plug your phone into your PC. Or like I said, if your phone is not bricked, you can just plug your phone up with it powered on. From there, you're going to go on your PC and open up RSD Lite 5.5. And you'll navigate to this little button here with the three dots. Select that and navigate to the FXZ file. It'll be in tar format. Do not unzip it. Leave it in the compressed form here. And click Open. And while it's trying to open, go ahead and select your device. Well, let's give it a second to open. You'll select uncompress and start flashing. Actually, we'll cancel. We need to select our device first. I'm sorry, guys. So select your device, make sure it's highlighted, and you see it here in device properties. Then click on the three dots and find your FXZ file. Do not unzip it. Open the file. And as soon as that comes up, you're going to press this uncompress and start finishing in the center. It's the center button here. Press that. And I've done this once before, so it already created the directory. I'm going to overwrite. Just say yes. And this is going to take about a minute. And then it will begin to slowly flash the 15-part file. And it does take about 15 minutes. Make sure that your battery is above 80%. Before you start this process. If your battery dies in the process, you may have a brick on your hands. Don't unplug the device for any reason. If for any reason it does fail, just be persistent. Keep trying. Switch your USB cable to another USB port. It will work. Like I said earlier, it failed for me twice before it actually worked. So as soon as this loads up, I'm going to show you how it starts. Once it finishes the 15-part process, it will reboot your phone and flash 2 radio files and then reboot your phone again. And at that point, you will have a restored device. Obviously, this is great to have now that we have the Clockwork mod recovery. We're going to be flashing ROMs any day now to our phone, and if we mess up, we'll definitely need this to recover our phone. Okay, so when it finishes uncompressing, the file is going to reboot your phone and begin the flash process. It has 15 parts that it'll flash through. Some will go quicker than others. Once it gets to the system.image, that's where it will slow down. And from this point, it'll take at least 10 minutes, up to 15 minutes to flash. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and pause it. Okay, so once it finishes flashing, it's going to reboot the phone into recovery mode and flash 2 radio files. From this point, it should take about another 5 minutes, and then you will be back at stock. So I'm going to show you when the phone boots up what it's going to do. That way you'll know what to expect, and then I'm going to take another break. One thing that I would suggest while this is flashing, especially if it's your first time, just leave the room, because you will get very anxious waiting on this thing to flash. Okay, so it boots into recovery, and you'll see that it's flashing the radios. Like I said, this takes about another 5 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and take a break here. Okay guys, so that actually didn't take a whole 5 minutes, it took about 2 minutes. So once it finishes flashing the radio files, it will reboot your phone again. Allow the phone to fully reboot before you unplug it. Wait until it says pass under result. Once it says pass, then you can go ahead and unplug the phone, but I would not unplug it until it says pass. One thing that I did notice after I booted up the phone for the first time, after I flashed the FXZ file the first time, is that it did not wipe my data, which was very nice. I was expecting it to wipe my data, but it did not. In fact, some of my old apps were still there. But every modification that I had made to my phone, including root, was gone. So once it boots up, and the SD card loads up, it'll say pass here. One thing that I did notice is that I did not have to reactivate my phone or anything. I guess it does not clear the ESN like the old SBF files used to. So that's another plus. So once it gets all booted back up, you'll be able to unplug your device. Guys, check out my website, droidmodderx.com, for all the latest in ROMs, mods, and hacks for your Droid phone. For a Bionic specific device, head on over to droidmodderx.com/Bionic and subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on Twitter at droidmodderx. That's with an E, not a 3. Thanks, guys.
Intoxicated world, boys and girls, still me